Hello, everybody. Happy Monday, 12 noon here in the UK. Hope you are all right. Here I am with the energies of the week from today till the 12th of November, which is Sunday, next Sunday. And the idea behind these channeled energies of the week, if you haven't seen them before, is to give you an idea of what the overall cosmic energies are likely to be this week so that you can navigate them, hopefully use them to your advantage, or at least understand why things might be turning out a certain way, or yeah, and yes, maybe just understanding actually, because sometimes something happens and you're not sure why, and it can often be because of these general energies that are in the cosmos, in the air. Um, so I channel my spirit guides, who are a group of ascended masters and angels and galactic beings, and they come through in one voice and bring you this higher perspective. And I know from some of you that listen that quite often you tell me that it really does play out um, for you. So do take notice. There may well be things you want to avoid this week, depending on what comes through from my guides. So usually before I come on here, I do tune in with them, and it feels like a pretty reflective but intensive week this week. And I'm feeling that's because we're coming up to the 11:11 portal, which is always very significant. Um, and the veil between the worlds is much thinner at this time, as you know. So lots going on, and also there's a new moon next Monday, the 13th, in Scorpio, which has quite a fiery edge to it. So it feels big this week, actually. Now I'm talking to you, as if we need to let go of the last things we might be clinging on to, maybe the safety net in some aspects of our lives, so that we can fully come on board with where we're meant to be. Yeah, so sorry, I'm just reflecting there. That's not very exciting for you watching. So I will, without further ado, I'll just bring in my guides now and we'll see what they have to say. Okay. Hello everyone, it's a pleasure to be here again this week. How are you? We hope that you're keeping well and managing to do what you need to do in your lives without too much bother. Although we know there is a lot going on in your world right now. And the energy this week is ramping up partly because the 11th of November is quite a big portal, but also because it feels like some of you are holding on to things that you need to let go of. Now, this could be a career, a job, a business, it could be a relationship, it could be a friendship, it could be just the way you talk to yourself, right? But it's something, and it's not, you need to let go of this, but sometimes it's difficult because even though, Olwen often tells us this, even though she knows, for example, that she might need to let go of something, it can be hard to do because it's familiar. So this week is really all about coming out of your comfort zone, or starting to, if you're wanting to do things a bit more slowly. It's about putting your head a little bit above the parapet, and it's about speaking your truth, but in in a way that's not going to come across as aggressive, because although the new moon is not here yet, there is a lot of fiery energy coming in with that, and it is advisable to watch how you say things. So it's not that you shouldn't say things, but there are often better ways. Okay. This week feels very transformative. So if you're willing to step up, if you're willing to let go of those final little details, I know we know we're describing them as little details, and to you they may well be big, but from our point of view, in your bigger picture, in your world, they're not. And by letting go of those, or saying, or even if you're not sure what it is you're meant to be letting letting go of, ask your guides, ask your angels to help you release. Okay. Because once you do that, you're making way for better things to come in. You're making way for better energy, for better vibes, if you like. So, for example, if you're in a relationship that's really not going anywhere, or you're feeling stifled, and you know it's not good for you on any level, then maybe it's time to let it go, because if you let it go, you're making room for a better relationship to come your way. And it's the same for anything. We know this takes a great deal of trust, but please know that the universe notices what you do, and your actions do speak louder than words. We believe that's the saying you have. And if you take these action steps, the universe will see that you really want to be on the path which is right for you. Okay? And this is a feeling. You might say, well, how do I know which path is right for you? Well, it's about how it feels, not those millions of thoughts that go racing around your head. All they do is confuse you. Okay, so really step into how something feels this week. If you know that's the thing that you might need to make adjustments or let go of. There's also a big feeling here of a cycle ending this week. Again, it really fits in with maybe what you're clinging on to. But again, it's going to make, but for some of you, this may come as a shock or a surprise. But with all endings, there are always new beginnings. All right. So a lot of, yeah, this feels like letting go, endings this week, but bringing new, better things in for you. All right. Better energies, better outcomes, happier times. Okay. Which we sure we really need right now, when everything seems so difficult at times, doesn't it, in your world, right? So good things are coming this week. It's just going to take a bit of bravery and strength to push on through, if you like. It will be worth it. There's a lot towards the end of the week. We really feel a lot of you, your heart is expanding. This is because as you release, you may have released already, you are allowing new things to come in, and your heart is going to be filled with joy. It's going to be filled with a knowing that better things are coming. In fact, towards the end of the week and through different parts of this week, it's a really good time for new relationships, for either new relationships or improving an existing one. And this is not just romantic relationships, this is friendships and work relationships, business relationships, and this feeling that you really all are connected, which of course you are. So that's the sort of energy we've got around this week. It's big, and you will feel it in some way, for definite, but it may well be that if you've already done a lot of releasing, if you've already started on your new direction, which we know a lot of you have, that you'll be less impacted. But just watch out for this fiery outspoken energy which is coming in, which is, nothing, you should be speaking your truth, but it may well be that you just need to be careful with your words, how you say them, because words are powerful. Okay. So yeah, so enjoy your week, and we will be back again on Monday. All right, so that's kind of what's going on. Um, yeah, definite feeling of letting things go. I've been doing some decluttering, which is a miracle. I think my husband's worried he's next. Um, because I'm not the tidiest person in the world, and I do keep things forever. So I finally did quite a bit of decluttering over the weekend, and it was really good. And I think that that's part of it as well. So just making room for the new, making space energetically, um, is a good thing to do this week as well. Also, if you're feeling the energies are intense, then meditate. This week is still a very spiritual week. There is the veil between the worlds is very thin, as you know. Um, so meditation, connection with your guides, your loved ones that have passed over will be much simpler, much more straightforward. So maybe that's something you want to do as well. But if you're feeling stressed in any way, then my go-to is always going out in nature, if you can. And obviously at this time of year, weather permitting, but well, they've just told me, my guys just told me you can put on appropriate clothing and all will be fine. So, oh, it's 12:12 now. Very interesting. So I do hope you have an amazing week. Do let me know how you are.